About a year ago, I was sitting in my doctor's office and she looked me directly in the eye and said, "Keith, you're a heart attack waiting to happen." I had gone in for a routine physical. It I was a little overweight, I was a little tired, but I felt fairly fine. Um, my cholesterol came back high, my blood pressure came back high, and more importantly, I had a calcium score of 1200. Today, at 67, I'm fit. I can walk long distances. I'm stronger than I've ever been, and I'm 25 pounds down. This all started with an annual physical. My doctor did not like my numbers, my cholesterol, and my blood pressure, but more importantly, the high calcium score was a real warning sign for her that I had to get into a cardiologist and had to get in quick. If you haven't heard of a calcium score is a coronary calcium heart scan that is one of the best predictors of heart attack risk. A score of 0 is ideal. A score of 100 or less is low risk. A score of 200 to 400 is moderate risk. My score was 1200. I got my appointment with my cardiologist quickly, about 3 weeks. I went in, I liked him. He did a complete blood panel work, including a stress test, which was important. He was very honest with me, which I appreciated, and direct. He told me that the damage that had been done to my heart cannot be reversed. The plaque, there's no way to remove the plaque that was already surrounding my heart. My cardiologist went on to explain the only way that I could expand the blood flow in my heart was through diet and exercise. He also told me that I had to take my medications for my cholesterol and blood pressure without fail every day. That's non-negotiable. The change in my thinking that I come back to every single day. My cardiologist told me the heart muscle is like is like any other muscle in your body. If you put it under stress, if you get your heart rate up, it will respond and improve. By exercising, you're building a denser, more capable network of blood vessels. You're literally growing new pathways for your blood to move through. After my cardiologist appointment, I went and sat in my car and soaked in all the information that he had given me. I wasn't angry. I was frightened. I have a lot of people that depend on me. I knew I was down, but I wasn't out. I wasn't done yet. So I had to do something about it. Now, let me walk you through my morning routine. I wake up at 5 a.m. I walk my little dog, Daisy. When I'm done walking her, I put her back in the house, and then I walk for 45 minutes. Rain, shine, I don't care if it's too cold. I get my cardio in. Then I come home, I shower, I get my gym clothes on, I pack my bag for my clothes for the day, and I go to my trainer. She's fairly close to my office, and I work out. And I'm usually at my desk dressed and ready to work between 7:45 and 8 o'clock every day. This isn't a routine that I created to look good on camera. it's the routine that changed my health. And quite frankly, once the morning's locked in, the rest of your day falls into place. So let's talk about exercise, because most people get this wrong. When I was talking about um, exercise and how it relates to cardiovascular health and heart health, his answer was surprising to me. He told me that strength training was the most important thing for to maintain a strong heart. Muscle mass protects your heart in ways that go beyond the obvious. It improves insulin sensitivity. It reduces inflammation in the blood vessels. It improves your body composition, which takes pressure off your cardiovascular system. And after 60, you lose muscle fast if you don't do something about it. I lift weights 5 days a week with my trainer. I'm not doing it to create a perfect body at my age. I'm doing it to be strong, so I can do my everyday tasks like pick up groceries, so that my balance is good, so I can be there for the people that I love. I also work on balance work. Balance is one of the major risks for people in their 60 plus for falls, fatal falls, major cause of death in seniors. So I work on my balance almost daily. Cardio, I do a 45-minute walk in the morning, and my cardiologist says this builds sustainable collateral circulation that creates new pathways for blood to get to your heart. It's not a sprint. It's enough to get my heart rate up and still maintain a conversation. At 67, recovery is so important. You need to make sure that you get your rest, and that's non-negotiable. Rest is very, very much important in maintaining your heart. The goal with nutrition is pretty straightforward. The foundation of how I eat is mainly the Mediterranean diet. Mostly plants, olive oil, fish, high levels of protein, chicken, fish. I focused on not eating processed food as much as possible, and quality food goes into my body. This has helped me. I feel better, and I actually sleep better. I've noticed that change. It's all built around anti-inflammatory ingredients. It's nothing that I suffer through. It's something I truly enjoy eating this way. It's really it's not a punishment. I also drink a gallon of water. Let's talk about medications. I take a blood pressure pill, and I take a statin for cholesterol. Now, I know a lot of you have read all the studies and have questions about statins. I know all the risks, and they've been explained to me, but the fact of the matter is, someone in my situation with a 1200 score, I have to take it. It's the only way that I will be able to manage a coronary heart disease that I have. This combination, the medication doing what medication does, and the lifestyle doing what lifestyle does, is my whole program. Can we talk about sleep? It's every day, 8:30, without exception. I'm in bed by 8:30. I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving you medical advice. I'm just a guy that's telling you what my experience has been what I've been doing in the last year and what the result has been. If any of this resonates with you, I'd generally like to know your situation. Have you had a calcium scan? Are you dealing with similar numbers? Drop it in the comments. I'll read every one, and I think there's a lot of us out there navigating this type of situation with not enough honest information. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'd be honored to have you along. Every video I make is going to be this, real specific and from actual experience.